everybody, yeah, it's me again. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know, I'm Tina. Hi. Yeah, today we are going to attempt, and I say attempt, to make this dream catcher. I got this kit for Christmas from my mommy, and so I wanted to try making it, and I thought it would be a perfect video to do. Now, the directions are kind of vague on it. It says to assemble the 4 interlocking, if I could talk and if I could read. So first it says, assemble the 4 interlocking pieces of the hoop. So that makes sense, because I'm guessing it's talking about those right there. So let's start with that. Okay. Let's go through what's inside the bag. We got some pretty orange feathers. We got these pretty gold beads. Some gold wire. Not wire, but cord. The dream catcher itself. We have some pink feathers. Call them roses. Some orange cord, ribbon, rope, whatever that's called. And then the interlocking pieces that will make the hoop. So we're going to go ahead and get those out. Okay, and we're going to snap them together like it says to do. So I'm guessing it just snaps together. I'll bring you down so you can watch what I was doing. So I'm guessing it snaps together. I can't, maybe they snap together certain ways. They all look the same. Oh, there we go. Just gotta put some oomph behind it, Tina. And try not to pinch my finger, because I'm sure that would hurt. And then we're on the last one. So there, now we got us a hoop. And no, I'm not going to do some crazy tricks with it because I am not an acrobat. So, wind string into a ball. So I'm not exactly sure what it means by that. I'm just going to cut off that little piece there. Wind string. Do they want you to like wind it around your hand? I'm not exactly sure what they're telling me to do. And in the diagram they're showing me, it doesn't show it as being wound up in a ball. It just shows them stringing it around this thing right here. So right now I'm trying to, yeah, it starts up here. So I'm trying to get it undone. Oh, that piece has a piece of tape on it too. So we'll just cut that off. Let go. Okay. So there. So I'm just gonna wind it around my hand, I guess. I'm hoping taking it off my hand was not a bad idea. Maybe I can use like the lid to this to kind of put it back in where my hand was. And I think it's about right there. Just to keep it from all knotting up on me. I'm thinking that'll be good. Yeah, it won't be perfect by any means. It won't be a perfect ball. This is probably what I should have done in the first place. Because I gotta get... Yeah, I'll probably be cutting out a whole bunch of this part. Because this is taking a lot longer than I think it should be. As I try to unwind it. I don't want to tighten it. See, I think I'll stop the camera here, and I will come back once I get this all wound and onto this thing that I'm using as a thing. Because I'm thinking it's probably going to take me a while. So I will be back. Hey, hi. Yeah, we're back. I'm not sure how long it took me to get that string, whatever you want to call it, unwound and untangled and on this piece of cardboard. As you can see, I also took the stuff off my hand and unwound it and got it all onto this cardboard. So the next part of this project is to wrap this around this. So let me take the instructions back out. Okay, I want English instructions. I'm not sure what language that is. Okay, we connected all the thingies. So now we're going to start wrapping the cord around the thing. It says the first tie end of string to hoop. So does that mean I tied in a knot? I'm guessing it does. So I'm going to, let me bring you down so you can see what I was doing, because you ain't seeing nothing. So first thing I'm going to do is tie this in a knot. Try to get it in a nice tight knot. Okay. And I'll snip off that little bit of extra there. Hopefully it's not going to fall off now because I snipped off too much. So then we'll start wrapping. I'm guessing I'll just have to do this. And I'm guessing we want those things together very tightly. Trying to keep it on camera. Once I am finished wrapping this around, and then I'll be back. So until then, bye. Yeah, hi, we're back. And I'm not even, I dropped it again. I must have dropped this like 20 times. I'm not exaggerating. So it says to finish, you know, doing the thing. And this had to take me at least an hour to finish, and I'm not exaggerating. And they said once you get to, you know, if you're finished, yeah, the knot's there. That'll be going in the back. But they said once you finish, then to leave like 2 yards. And so I don't know what 2 yards is. I don't have a measuring stick. So I just left what was left over. And they said the next step is to take the dream catcher, which I have right here. Get in there. I had to read this part a couple times and look at the picture to figure out what they were talking about. But I think I figured out what they're talking about that they want me to do. So I'm gonna bring you on down so you can watch what I was doing. And we're pulling out the netting, which is the dream catcher part. And we're going to center it in the middle of the thing. And what we're going to do, hopefully this will be big enough to squeeze through that. Yes, it is. It'll take longer, but uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. I think I did it wrong. Okay, let's just pull it back out again. Yeah, I had that wrapped around there. I was going to tighten this up. There we go. Okay. So we got it centered. So I'm guessing we're going through these top ones. And we'll just do that. And then wrap it around the hoop. Like so. Bring this up. And according to the picture, it goes... Let me look at my picture. My picture for guidance. Okay. Yeah, it goes through it like that, and then it comes down. And it looks like it goes through it again to the next one. Like so. It was like more like that. And then around the hoop. And I'm just going to make sure it stays centered. And then through the next one. Until we get all the way around to the other side. And they have theirs in the middle of these things. So I'm going to try to make sure mine stays centered as well. So, but I'm sure when I go to tightening them, I can make sure they're where I want them to be. So I'm going to continue on around until I get each one of these things connected to the loop. Now I'm going to just take this and cut it. Yeah, I have plenty. So we're just going to kind of move them where I want them to be. So I probably have to kind of go like this and just kind of tighten her up. I have it too tight up on top, so I don't have enough down here. So we're just going to loosen it a little bit. Loosen it up and bring it back down. Yeah, that's where it's starting. And that's where it's ending. So we're just going to have to work with it until we get it to the way we want it. I'm going to try loosening the top part a little bit more. I'm going to try to get it a little bit more centered. And right there. I'm thinking that's about as good as I'm going to get it as to getting it squared away. So we'll tie it off here. And there. So we got that portion of the dream catcher done. And no, it's not as tight as I would want it to be, but that's from the inside being a little loose. The outsides are pretty tight. Sippy sippy. So now, bring you up so you can see my face. Attach embellishments. Oh, it says fasten off by tying string to hoop. Cut off the remainder of the string. Okay. So we'll cut off the remainder of the string. It says to cut off 4 pieces of gold cording, each 12 inches long. Cut 1 piece 18 inches long and tie to center of hoop. I'm guessing that's to hang it up with. Okay. I'm going to get a ruler because when it comes to measuring by eye, I would fail every time. Okay. I got a ruler. I got the embellishments and I got the green cord and I got some scissors. I'm going to pan you on down so you can watch what I was doing. So here's my ruler. Now it says to cut out 4 at 12 inches. I'm going to cut off this frayed piece. Okay. Hopefully there's enough here to cut out 4 and one that's 18. I'm sure they don't have to be perfect. So, yeah, about right here. And I'll just use this as my guide for the other 3. See if this is 18 inches. So we'll start about right here. That's 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Was it 18 inches? Yep, 18 inches. So I just have to cut off a teensy little bit. Okay. So what do we do with the 18-inch one? Tie to center of hoop. So I'm guessing that's the to hang it up. So we'll tie it right here. Just like that. Easy peasy. That part's done. That's the easy part. Okay, cut 4 pieces of gold wiring, 12 inches long, which I did. Cut 1 piece 8 Slide 1 bead on this cord. Using the cord tie, so I'm guessing yeah, they show you a diagram, but I can't see that. So I'm guessing I will tie the feather on the end. Try to anyways. Try to tighten it on there, and then I'll cut off some of the extra. I want to try to leave a little bit on there so it doesn't like come unraveled. And then we'll slide the bead down. To conceal it. Like so. And so I'm guessing this will hang off one of the sides of the thing. Conceal the end. Repeat 3 more times, alternating feather colors. I got the pink one. So I need 2 pinks and 2 yellows. So I found it easier if I start the knot and then put the feather in. It's easier. Slide it down, but not too far. All right, there. Tighten it without breaking the feather. Now cut off some of the ribbon and get another bead. And then do the same thing. With the ribbon, I just, bend it down towards the feather. And then I try to force the feather up into the bead carefully. And there. Okay, let's do it with the orange ones. Almost missed it that time, trying to grab the loop-de-loop. There we go. It's hard to pull on the string when the feathers get in the way. I got feathers flying everywhere. Feathers, feathers everywhere. That one's got a nice big stem on it. Okay, there we go. Wasn't sure if I'd be able to fit it on in the bead or not. Ugh. And let's grab me another feather. I'm starting to become a pro at this. Yeah, I'll trim some of that. And poke that feather thingy in there. There we go. Okay, now what do I do? Repeat 3 more times. Ending with the last feather on the end of the cord. Tie the 4 12-inch pieces to the hoop. 2 pieces on either side. Okay, so if this is the top of it, and I think what I'm going to do with that is I'm actually going to take it and I'll show you when I'm done because I'm done on camera. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, that's what I did right here. I just tied it around that. And then it'll be a loopy thing. So we're going to tie the ribbons, or rather the feathers, yeah, hi, we're back again. So we're back at it again, and you'll see that I've finished quite a bit of what we were doing with the feathers and stuff. I'm on the last strand that I'm going to put on it. So I'm going to go ahead and bring you down. My daughter's due home any minute, so I might have to walk away from the camera to get her off the bus. But I'm going to bring you down so you can see the last bit that I'm doing. Now with the, I'm using this string now to connect some extras to it. And I'm putting some balls on the string. And I just used some of the gold to kind of like thread the yarn through. Making sure you can see what I'm doing. And that's just making it easier for me to pull this string through. Make sure I grab the right side to pull the rest of the way through. Trying to get the, you know, I'm doing 2 feathers. Oh, I only got 1 of them in there. There we go. Oh, but still only got 1 in there. There we go. Yep, I still only got 1 in there. Oh well. Yeah, this is what I'm doing right now. I got like this 2 on the bottom, and then I got 3 balls. And then I'm going to put 2 balls on this one. So I'm going to get another ball out. I'm not going to use all of it because I kind of went away from the picture and what they're telling me to do. And I went my own route on how I wanted it to look. So you'll see what I did. Okay, now we got the second thing of feathers. And this is what we got so far with the dream catcher. And I plan on putting this one right down the center of the dream catcher. So that is what we're going to do. And I'll probably end up trying to move these over a little bit. But I ain't going to do it right now. Right now we are going to attach this last piece, which I'm putting right in the smack dab in the very center. And I'm just going to tie it in a knot. Try to tie it in a knot. There we go. And we'll cut off this little bit of excess. Okay, and this is what we have completed with. Bring you up so that you can see. Yeah, I found out as I got further into doing the things down here that this strand was supposed to be for this strand here, this long strand. And I was like, oh well, I'll just use the I'll just use the stuff I used to go around this thing. And I did the same with these small ones on the side. And then, of course, you know, I did the long ones. And then I did these ones. On these ones, I was supposed to put feathers in the middle. But then I'd already tied them on. I was like, why didn't they tell me that before I tied it to the thing? Because they tell you, they'll like tie it to the hoop. And then they're like, now attach the feather to it and slide another bead on top of it. It's like, how am I supposed to slide another bead on top of it? It's tied to the hoop. So their instructions were a little messed up. But I think still, even though it's a little messed up, it still turned out quite pretty. I believe it did. Yes, I do. And I might shorten this thing down a little bit to about like right here. But yeah, I think it turned out real cute. But yeah, that'd be my dream catcher. And I think, yeah, I think it turned out real cute. I'll probably hang it up on my bed to catch all my bad dreams. Yeah. And do a thumbnail. Yeah, we gotta get our thumbnail. Oh, there's Josie. Well, the Josie's home. She's getting herself unwound from school, so don't forget, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And here you'll see my little picture, so click on it. Click on it if you haven't subscribed yet, because I post new videos almost every day. Until next time,